I came across a video talking about Trump ending the Job Corps program. So I wanted to speak on that topic a little bit. I went to Job Corps. My goal was to get my CDLs, but because they sent me to the wrong location, I ended up taking up something else on the fly, just because I didn't want to go through the process of being put back on the bus and moved around again. So I ended up taking what my roommates was taking, and that was HVAC, heating, vents, and air conditioning. Overall, the Job Corps program was very beneficial. But I definitely had some issues there. I went there to get my GED. I went there to get a trade, and I went there and got my license, my driver's license. So I learned how to drive while I was there. I got my GED while I was there. And I got certified in heating and air. The issue with the certification in heating and air is they couldn't maintain an instructor for us. The original instructor, who had been there the longest and had all the connections to the jobs that they're supposed to help us get a job once we completed, he had quit not too long after I got there. Then they brought in a couple of other HVAC instructors, but they didn't stay long. They left quickly as well. Until this day, I can't help but think that had something to do with them being white and most of the students being black, but I don't know, right? Maybe it was a pay issue, I don't know. I don't know what happened, I don't know what was going on. But I just assumed maybe they just didn't want to deal with black people, because I ain't see any other reasons. We ended up getting stuck with a electrician who knew nothing much about. He didn't know anything about heating and air, so basically we had to learn from the book. He just tell us to read sections of a book and then stuff like that. Overall, when I got done, I wasn't too confident that I really knew how to do what needed to be done in order to maintain a job. On top of that, there were no job connections, and my attempts to get a job in the field ended with either I needed experience or I needed a vehicle, and I had neither. While in Job Corps, I say bullying was pretty high, man. I witnessed a lot of fights. Way more than anything I had seen in school. I mean, I seen people jumping on each other. Me and my roommates, one of the first things we did when we got there was decide what's gonna be our side hustle. One guy was talking about he gonna sell cigarettes. The other guy was talking about he was gonna sell liquor. And I was like, man, I'm gonna just sell some snacks. And I ended up becoming known as the snack king, because I was always on deck with it. And overall, man, my overall experience, I enjoyed the place. And it taught me some things about being an adult. I was exposed to structure for the first time. It's definitely a benefit. It was definitely a benefiting factor despite the issues within it, right? And so for them to be cutting this program is definitely a major blow to the black community specifically. I mean, white people and other people was up in there too, but it's mainly black people from my experience. But would I say that this surprises me? No. As I've told y'all, we are a nation trapped within a nation. That should be our mindset. Because they have shown us, they have told us in many different ways that we're not welcome. And that they don't want to coexist peacefully, respectfully, and in a healthy way. To the point where they're willing to poison their own people and harm their own people just to make that message clear to us. Yet, we got so many that it's like being in a relationship, right? Like a female being in a relationship with an abusive dude. He's angry all the time because he's not happy within. And he takes his anger out on her, beating her, punching her, telling her to leave. I don't want you here. Leave me alone. F you, this, all this type of stuff that be going on, abusing her, raping her, all type of stuff just to run her off. But she refuses to leave because she feels like she can change him and help him heal from his issues. That's what the situation between black people and this racist system looks like. When they do gentrification in these neighborhoods and stuff, they don't have to raise the prices and the cost of living. They do that specifically to push your ass away. Yet what you do, you turn against each other, start stealing and manipulating and robbing and killing and scamming each other just so you can get enough money to go and live with the white people, even though they telling you they don't want you to live with them. They making that very clear. The fact that they would cut out a job course program, leaving all these kids, because if it wasn't for job course program, I probably would have been dead in the streets, in jail somewhere. It gave me another direction. And they're taking that away. So this is not no, and I don't want to sit up here and say, point the finger at one person saying like, oh, it's Trump's fault. Trump has no more power than his support system. His power is determined on his support system. He can only do what his supporters will allow him to do. And a lot of y'all can sit up there and say, oh, the rich people are his supporters, and then some will say the racists are. This system is his support system. He can only do what this system allows. And this system is a part of the white power structure. And until the people of that under that leadership gets things under control, there is no place for black people within this system. They made it very clear. And so I'm gonna play a little bit of this. This is from Scruff Tough. Y'all go to his channel, show him some love for putting this together. I'm gonna play a little bit of it, but ultimately you have to watch the full thing by typing in that title, YouTube. Here we go.
president is more interested in giving that taxpayer money to trade schools and programs in state schools where they are promoting American values, but most importantly, educating the next generation based on skills that we need in our economy and our society. Apprenticeships, electricians, plumbers. We need more of those in our country and less LGBTQ graduate majors from Harvard.